Which one? How am I supposed to know which joke you mean?
Because when you're talking to a normal person, he'll let you get on with telling the joke.
I'm not stopping you. Get on with it, for fuck's sake.
Jesus. All right, so there was this priest who was always complaining about his teeth to everyone he met. One day, he was sitting in the alehouse, and this innkeeper asked him why he was so glum about. The priest says, "My teeth are hanging loose. I'm afraid they'll all fall out." The innkeeper thinks about it and says, "Father, my balls have been hanging loose for more than 30 years, and they haven't fallen out yet."
Tell me something about yourself.
What do you want to know?
How did you and Jan end up with Kuno?
Me and my brother been riding with coinmen since we was little. This was just another mercenary band for us. But Kuno seemed like a decent kind of fellow who'd treat us fair.
Your brother was saying you rode before with some Kalini fella.
He did he? And did he tell you why we finished with him?
Yeah, he said you missed Bohemia.
Ha ha! Miss Bohemia! That's good! Ha ha ha! But it ain't far from the truth. Jan missed any place where he wouldn't have a band of furious Italians looking to skin him alive.
Ah. He did something to anger them.
Oh, aye. While Collini was away, he broke into the trunk where the coin was kept. Took it all and wagered it with a fellow who claimed his bear knew how to dance, and lost it all.
What? The bear really did dance?
Aye. The costliest Chardash we ever watched. We had to get the fuck out of there before Collini came back and had the two of us dancing on the end of a rope.
What do you think about this business with Hagen Zul?
Well, I'm worried Kuno is underestimating Hagen. I was at the siege of Lansenbach with the both of them, so I know a thing or two about it. Hagen's got all these noble airs and graces. These knights that talk of honor and glory. Kuno reckons they're like lost lambs on the battlefield, and he's usually right. But that Hagen ain't no lamb. He's a cold-blooded killer, by all accounts.
Sir Radzig told me the Rickvold family lost its wealth. How did that happen?
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished.
Oh.
But it's a long and twisted story. You see, he knew the abbess there since they were young. Anyway, whether he was fucking her right there in the convent, or he just took a lot of interest in scripture.
Well, nobles can be very devout sometimes.
Not my old man. He cursed like a tanner's hand. More than once, he threatened to take a whip to our parish priest. Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Then, one frosty December morning...
Christ, that sounds like a scene straight out of hell.
Hellish it was, My sister and I were left destitute after. A few weeks later, he offered to buy what was left of our estates. It was a great relief. A week later, the two of them announced to me they were getting married.
But surely that was for you to decide. You were the head of the family, right?
Aye. Only I barely had 17 years under my belt.
That's pretty harsh.
You're telling me. But I'm not complaining.
I'd been to see Sir Radzig.
So how did he take the news?
Well, he wasn't exactly happy about it.
I can well imagine. I wouldn't want the Zuls plundering my estates either. If I had any.
He wants us to carry on patrolling the area. There's nothing else for it.
That makes sense. I don't think he'll come to us. so we'll just have to hope we run into him. I'd like to check out the big forest to the north, and then carry on via Ujits.
Sure.
Mount up then, and let's go.
Please, can we stop for a bit? My arse is aching, and I've such a thirst I could drink a moat dry.
Same here. Now, what do you say, Chief?
Not to worry. We'll reach it soon. We'll spend the night there.
I heard they've got a peculiar priest there. They say he drinks like the devil himself.
There's nothing strange about that. Every other man of the cloth is a swill pot.
Or a lecher.
Or both.
Quiet. Listen.
Oh, for the love of God, help! Please, sir, help me.
Don't worry, lass. Nothing to fear. We're with Sir Radzig, in a manner of speaking. What's the matter?
These brigands came. The menfolk fled and left us there. They started pillaging the place, drinking whatever they could find and smashing things. I ran off, but the other girls, You've got to save them. Please, I beg you.
Easy, lass. Drinking, you say?
Aye, sir. They rolled the casks into the courtyard and started swilling like pigs from a trough.
Well, as our old cook used to say, if you want to make a proper goulash, you should soak the meat in ale for a while to soften it first.
Ah. Let them get well soaked, and then go and chop them up. Good thinking, Chief.
But what about the girls? Those men, they were...
I'm sure your friends won't be getting nothing they ain't had before.
Well, unless they be nuns.
Kuno, the girl's right. If we delay, her friends will pay the price for it.
I appreciate your advice, Henry. But it's caution that'll keep you alive, not chivalrous deeds.
How do you think Sir Radzig will look if you let that happen? What will people say?
If I cared what people say, I wouldn't be a mercenary. It's no skin off my nose.
Well, I can tell you, Sir Radzig cares, and so do I. So we better ride there right now.
All right. I hope your Radzig will take care of my funeral mass too. My sin-burdened soul will need a bit of a push to get through the gates of heaven.
Don't worry. They won't be as drunk as you'd like, but they won't be entirely sober either.
True enough. Let's do it then. Right. We better try and save those girls from Hagen's brutes. Let's go!
who wants their back covered?
My right arm is stiff since last night. Cover that side for me.
It's all in the wrist, Dangler.
And best to take off your gauntlet first, so as not to do yourself an injury.
Still, it's always good to have your helmet well polished before battle.
Thanks for the invaluable advice, brothers.
I'll watch your right side then, yeah?
Thanks, Jakey.
Look out!
Fuck!
What's up, brother? Heart in your mouth.
Jesus, what the... Fuck!
It's a sign from God, better. A foretaste of what we'll do with the liquid loot we take from the foe.
Shit. I wanted to charge them with a terrifying roar. There'll be no more wine flowing here. Now it's your blood that will stain the ground.
Dear God! You'll get what for.
Curva fix.
Christ!
Way off!
Good work, lads.
The fucking ingratitude. The booze didn't run away.
What's that? Hey!
Who's
there?
Will I never? Come and have a game.
Who are you?
Promise I won't cheat.
What's going on there? What?
Will I never?
What's that?
Who are you?
Have a game.
You want to have a scrap with me?
Scrap? That's putting it in vulgar terms. I want to challenge you to an honourable bout of combat. You've nothing better to do right now anyway.
All right, but let's make it a bit more interesting.
You're a man after my own heart. Tell you what, let's make it a lot more interesting.
Well, a wager like that will bring a bit of excitement into it at least.
You're very sure of yourself, ain't you? Well, you're not the only one. So let's do it.
Who's there? What'd you say?
Like she'd been rolling in flour. I wanted to ask her what kind of bread she baked. I figured maybe she liked sweet bread, seeing as how she didn't eat meat. But who knows? I always liked black bread. But when I went to executions, I always took a roll with me, with cheese or bacon. Like that time when they executed that timber rafter.
Come and count some spots, eh, Henry?
No, the Jews in Colleen are well off. Too well off. They have no need to go around killing people.
Let's throw a few dice, eh?
Maybe they poisoned a well. But that one over by
Up for a game?
Always. I've got some nice little items to wager. What do you say?
Well, that depends what you have.
I've got a shield, a jupon, and a very fine embroidered hat. The shield's got the Rickfald crest, a nice piece, handles well, and tough enough to take quite a battering. Then I've got this combat jupon. Not only does it look good, but it'll help keep your skin in one piece. And then there's this noble hat. It's not a lot of use on the battlefield, but if you want to look elegant around town, it'll certainly make a big impression on folk. And the girls will be fainting at your feet.
Which reminds me, did I ever tell you about the time St. Clair appeared to me? Fuck it. You're not listening anyway.
Well, from the sounds of it, with a hat like that, I could rule the world. I'll play you for it.
All right, but what will you wager? You'll have to make it worth my while. After all, fine things like these here don't just grow on trees.
This should be enough, right?
That'll do me. Let's play. I can't wait to see how you throw.
Sit down and have a drink with us before it's all gone.
There used to be this charlatan in Colleen. Lived in a house.
That won't happen again. Surely.
Read people's minds. Then this other charlatan came to town and settled on the other side of the river. And he said he could read minds. And I was thinking, if them two met up and started reading each other's thoughts, then actually they'd be reading their own thoughts. Right? See? Because the other fella would think he'd be.
No point in pushing it.
Henry, sit down and join us.
Great. Only 3 people at the table. No one expects me to tell some entertaining anecdote from my travels. All right, Damien.
We'll see.
Fix your eyes on your own tank. Like that time in my helmet. Remember how you let on you didn't? Lovely black hair she had, like a raven's wing. Don't see that often. Probably a gypsy. She even talks to you.
Your turn.
You kept your mouth shut and stared at the table. Didn't say a word. Quiet as the grave. I wonder what her name was.
I hope that's the end of it. This'll be the one. That's it. God's holy hat.
Dangler. I like you the best out of the whole lot. I mean it. You hardly never even talk to me. Ever. But I still like you. I still like you. You're like a hero to me. You're like a big brother. Actually, you could even be my real brother.
Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I didn't.
You could be my brother. Listen, should I call you brother? I'm gonna call you brother. Alright? If them Bearmans can do it,
Good game. You deserve it.
damn about it. What anyone thinks. Right, Dangler? I mean, right? Just think what they like.
How about that game then? Have you still got those nice things you'd like to wager?
I do indeed. What takes your fancy?
I could use that Jupon.
All right, but what will you wager? You'll have to make it worth my while. After all, fine things like these here don't just grow on trees.
This should be enough, right?
That'll do me. Let's play. We'll see whose side Lady Luck is on.
Henry, sit down and join us.
Did I tell you about how St. Clair appeared to me? It was that time in Holly. All white she was, like she'd been rolling in flour. I wanted to ask her what kind of bread she baked. I
That's
figured
all.
Maybe she liked sweet bread, seeing as how she didn't eat meat. But who knows? I always liked black bread. But when I went to execution, I always took a roll with cheese or bacon. Like that time when they executed that timber rafter who was murdering people all around there. Or maybe
Curses, why did I even start this game?
they hang? No. The Jews in Colin are well off. Too well off. They have no need to go around killing people. Except Jesus. Maybe they poisoned
Ah, come on, it's time I had a throw.
our father used to sit there every day.
That'll happen. Better you than me.
The whole fucking elm stinks. Especially by the mill. But the millmaids there.
We'll see.
The millmaids are always so pretty. It's a funny thing. Because the mill hands, now they were a
Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I didn't.
They say the ugly girls jump into the mill, so the wheel will mill them into pretty maids. I don't know about you, but I'd go with one of them girls. I would. Young bodies, experience, no fucking things. Which reminds me, did I ever tell you about the time St. Clair appeared to me? You're not listening anyway.
Finished. Damn!
Come and talk to us, lad. So you'll have some tales to run to Radzig with?
There used to be this charlatan in Holly. Lived in a house on the road to Brandy. He claimed he could read people's minds. Then this other charlatan came to town. Settled on the other side of the river. He said he could read minds too. And I was thinking, and started reading each other's thoughts, be. Forget it.
This'll be the one. What the hell's with these damn dice? Shit!
Come and join. Only 3 people at the table.
How about that game then? Have you still got those nice things you'd like to wager?
I do indeed. What takes your fancy?
Take it easy.
I like the sound of that shield. I'll play you for that.
All right, but what will you wager? You'll have to make it worth my while. After all, fine things like these here don't just grow on trees.
This should be enough, right?
Probably a gypsy.
That'll do me. Let's play.
You kept your mouth shut and stared at the table. Didn't say a word. Quiet as the grave. I wonder what her name was.
We'll see whose side Lady Luck is on. This'll be the one. That's it. Now I'm for the chop.
Come and join us. You don't want wine? You can always have some milk.
We'll see. That's all. That's it. No point in pushing it. This'll be the one. We'll see. That's it. Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I didn't. You're lucky. Too damn lucky for my taste. I'll be keeping a close eye on you.
I feel quite hungry. Could do with a bite to eat.
Mother of God.
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
So what are you interested in?
A bit of everything. Heal my wounds, have a proper bath. Oh, and my garments are in need of laundering.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. God be with you.
Yeah.
Can we set out?
Sure. We'll head towards Sasau today. Jakey heard at the tavern in Ledechko that someone there saw some unfamiliar horseman.
You think they could be Hagans?
Maybe, maybe not. It's enough that they're not local. Could be the escort of some merchant caravan, of course. Jakey, go and scout ahead. Don't want us running into any surprises. See if there's a good spot for us to camp.
Right, Chief.
What's the matter with Jakey? No back talk?
I gave him a swig of schnapps at supper. Perhaps it made a man of him overnight.
Or that boar piss of yours took away his will to live. Henry.
I'm coming, brother! Sucker! Catch the horses!
They're on the river bank. We have to get back to the bank, quick, before they cut us off.
Back the way we came!
I'll fucking kill you! Take that!
Christ! To the woods! We'll lose them there!
What now?
I don't know. They could be lying in wait for us anywhere. Someone must have snitched on us. We should split up and get the fuck out of here.
So every man for himself?
Just so.
But you think it was one of the band who betrayed us?
Look around for yourself. Who's missing? Jakey, that's who. I sent him on ahead, and he knows which way we're going. That little fucking Judas! When I get my hands on him, he'll rue the day he was born.
I'll try and track him down. He can't be too far away.
No, it's too risky. He could have Hagen's people all around him. All we need to do is get out of here in one piece.
Good fella. That's my boy. Look what I've got for you. You'll...
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I see everyone made it back in one piece.
Thank Christ. Someone up there must like us. Somehow we always manage to get out of these sticky situations.
Oh, someone up there, or someone down there.
Yeah, right. Well, the main thing is we made it.
So we'll go patrolling again?
We will, but not you.
What? Why not?
I found out where Jakey is. I want you to grab him and beat everything he knows about Hagen out of him.
Where is he hiding?
He isn't, the little shit. He's drinking away his 30 pieces of silver in some alehouse, bold as brass. The Inn on the Meadow, or something like that.
The Inn in the Glade?
Yeah, that's the one.
I'll get going then.
Go. And when you find him, deal with him however you see fit. Just make sure you find out what he knows first.
Right, Chief.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Greetings, good knight. How may I serve you? Good luck then. How are you, Henry?
Bring me something to eat.
Here!
All the best.
Good day to you.
Hey! Though you'd be better off going for a good scrub. You don't exactly smell like roses.
I'm looking for Jakey.
He's not here.
But he was here, though, wasn't he?
He was.
But?
But now he's not.
And can you tell me where he is now?
The innkeeper strictly forbids talking about guests and their affairs. You wouldn't be the first to come here looking for someone with no good intentions.
Maybe a few groschen would convince you of my good intentions.
It might at that. Very well. Jakey went off yesterday evening with some girl. Maria, I think her name was. The daughter of a merchant who stopped off here on his travels.
I see. Any idea where they went?
I heard they went across the fields to the south and disappeared in the pine woods there. Her father went off that way later looking for them. He hasn't been seen since, though. Who knows where they all got to?
All right. Thanks.
Good luck, then.
Maria! Marushka! Where are you? Good day to you. What do you need?
What's going on here?
Maria, my daughter has run away. That's what's going on. Some people at the inn said they saw her running this way with some fellow. And not far from here I found her scarf.
I see. Well, why don't you follow her then?
I would, of course. Only they said the fellow was armed. And I've got a horse and wagon here. I might get robbed while my back was turned.
No, you can't trust anyone these days. That's a fact.
You're telling me, lad.
I can have a look for your Maria, if you want.
You do that?
Of course. Helping my neighbour in his hour of need is my Christian duty.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You said you found her scarf here somewhere?
Yes. Right past the shrubbery there. Hanging on a tree.
I'll have a look that way then.
Take care now. My little girl! Come back! What am I to do with that girl?
Looks like Hansel and Gretel went this way. Romance on the rocky outcrop, so it seems. Oh, it started getting interesting here.
Hey! Is someone there?
Ah, shameless hussy.
Henry? Please, Henry.
I'm glad you're here, Henry. I thought I'd be stuck here till Judgment Day.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I picked up this wench at the inn, see? And we wanted to go somewhere quiet. Only the bitch whacked me on the head with a rock and fucked off with all my coin.
Did she now? And which way did she go?
I haven't a clue, but I reckon as far away from her father as she can get. She won't be going back in a hurry. I've met some mad wenches in my time, but that one was a piece of work. She could have just asked me for coin, instead of trying to smash my skull right away. And then to leave me like this.
I'd say that's the pot calling the kettle black.
Listen, Henry, that thing with Hagen, I didn't want to, really. But they kept threatening me. And then they offered me coin. Jesus, Henry, I've never seen a pile of coin like that in my life. Kuno wouldn't give me as much as half a groschen for a cheap wench.
Yeah, my heart bleeds. Enough. Tell me where I can find Hagen.
Hagen? Lord Zool? Yeah, I'll tell you, Henry. We're still mates, right?
Oh, I don't know if I'd go as far as mates, but let's just say I understand.
I knew you and me would understand each other. So you'll let me go if I tell you?
Let you go? That rock must have really scrambled your brains.
Henry, I'm really sorry. I swear. Those fellas scared the wits out of me.
I can believe that. But why didn't you tell us about it? You didn't have to betray us.
I don't know. I was confused. Please, let me go.
First, tell me where Hagen is, and then we'll see.
I won't say anything as long as I'm tied up. I know how that goes. I'll be left here for the crows.
Why did you have to betray Kuno? You could have just taken the money and done nothing.
Yeah, just like Kuno would do. You've only been with us a while. If you'd been riding with him as long as I have, you'd see through him. He passes himself off as an angel of mercy, but he's as much of a swine as any common footpad.
He's no angel, true enough, but that's no cause for betrayal.
You wouldn't be saying that if he treated you the way he treats me.
All right, I'll untie you.
Thanks, Henry. I knew you wouldn't leave me here.
Spit it out, quick.
Sure. Hagen's planning to lead a raid on Samapesh himself. He wants to torch the whole village, soon.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's awful. I'd like to stay here and talk about it, but if that's everything, I'd rather be on my way.
Get going before I change my mind.
Thanks, Henry. I owe you one, if we ever meet again. And since you've kept your word, I'll tell you one more thing.
I'm all ears.
It's something Kuno was always talking about when you weren't around to hear. He kept cursing that he was fed up with running around for Radzig, and that it's not the first time he's done his dirty work for no reward. So I mentioned that to Hagen, and he put together a nice pile of coin for Kuno.
What? He's planning to bribe Kuno?
Exactly. And what I know of the chief, he sure likes the jingle of silver.
Fuck.
I keep telling you he's a swine. Well, glad I could help. So, I'd better get going before someone else turns up looking for me. Maybe we'll meet up again sometime, Henry, and I'll pay you back.
No offense, but it's not a meeting I'll be looking forward to. I have news of your daughter.
Oh? But she's not with you. What happened?
That little vixen bashed Jakey over the head and took his money.
Clever lass.
What?
Who cares? The question is, where's Maria? Why hasn't she come back?
Well, it's not that I feel sorry for that sneaky bastard, but you seem suspiciously happy with your daughter's behaviour.
Well, Maria's a big girl. I'm glad she's able to take care of herself. So where is she?
I don't know. She cleared off after she robbed him.
The little bitch.
What?
Never mind. It's not the first time she's done it. Anyway, I'll wait here a bit longer.
All right. Well, I'll be on my way.
Run along. God be with you. My little girl! Come back! Maria! Please! My little girl! Come back!
you don't stop staring at my cleavage, you'll end up cross-eyed for life.
I've paid. Why shouldn't I have a good look?
Well, you wouldn't want to go home to your wife looking like a stuffed owl now, would you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I found Jakey, and I know what Hagen is planning.
Spit it out, then.
Zul plans to raid Samapesh, and he wants to lead the attack himself.
I see. And what about that treacherous little bastard?
I let him go.
What? Are you out of your mind? That little fucker nearly got us all killed.
Easy. I'm having you on. Of course I got rid of Jakey.
Well, you can keep those kind of stupid jokes to yourself. Even I don't joke about the dead. Saddle up now. We'll ride to Samapesh right away.
Before we go, Jakey told me another interesting thing.
Oh? What's that?
He said you were moaning about Sir Radzig and saying you'd rather leave here.
Come on, Henry. You know how it is. I like to complain.
No, of course. But Jakey told Hagen about it, and Hagen is planning to bribe you.
Is that so?
I assume, if it comes to it, that you'll remember your oath to Sir Radzig.
What'd you take me for? I might have lost all my property, but I'm still a knight.
What I take you for is a subject I won't get into. But in case your knightly honour isn't enough, let me remind you that Sir Radzig knows all about it. And if anything untoward happens...
All right, Henry, I'm no fool. Don't betray Radzig. Got it. I'm not such a bastard as you seem to think. At least I hope I'm not.
All right, let's go.
There they are. I can see Zul's colours. It seems they want a parley, sir.
Parlay, eh? Right then. Let's parlay.
God be with you, Sir Kuno.
My respects, Sir Hagen.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure since the siege of Lansenbach, wasn't it?
An age ago that was. In those days we fought under the same banner.
We did. And even today, we may yet part friends. After all, my quarrel is not with you, but with Kobila.
The thing is, your quarrel with Lord Kobila is my affair, since he tasked me with keeping order in his lands. And you, Hagen, you were disturbing that order.
No offense, sir, but you are just a mercenary whose main concern is keeping order in his purse. My dispute with Radzig Kobila concerns a higher ideal. Kobila shamed my family over a trifling misdemeanor. He hanged my father, razed our castle to the ground, gave our property away to his family and cronies. And for that, I demand just retribution. But you don't have to stand in my way, Kuno. I'm well aware why you serve Radzig. You owe him a favor. And from what I've heard, it's not the first time you've had to pay him back. It won't be the last either. The fact of the matter is, you fight Kobila's battles for him, and you've little or nothing to show for it. If you accept my offer, on the other hand, you can ride away from here a rich man. What do you say, sir?
Kuno, you can't do it.
You're making a common mistake, Henry. There's a difference between what a man can't do and what he ought not to do. In this case, the difference is the size of Hagen's offer.
We talked about this, and I warned you what would happen.
I know, and I don't intend to betray Radzig.
Well, then what's all this talk about what you can't do or oughtn't do?
Because you need to learn a lesson. Evidently, you don't understand the society Radzig brought you into.
Oh, please, enlighten me.
Trust is a rare commodity amongst us, so trust is the very last thing you want to rely on. It's always better to ensure the other fellow has no choice than to trust in his goodwill. Like you did with me by warning Radzig.
In other words, every man goes where the wind blows.
That is, every man who's still alive. And now, if you don't mind, I'd like to end this lesson and go and deal with Lord Zul. I sincerely hope that's not the last piece of wisdom I'll pass on in my life.
All right. Good.
It's true, Sir Hagen. This is not the first time I've paid Radzig back. Nor will it be the last. But then, he did save my neck from the noose. So I'll be long beholden to him. I'll make no bargain with you. But I will take your silver.
You would fight me? You're a damned fool.
I've no wish to fight, but neither do you. Otherwise you wouldn't have tried to buy me off. So it seems that we're evenly matched. Let's see who fortune favors.
So be it.
Yeah, but well done.
Get.